In our scenario, Lumina Technologies runs a training program. They collect session feedback from attendees, including free-form, semi-structured review data that doesn't fit neatly into a fixed schema. They need to ingest this data incrementally, power analytics dashboards, and prove that the data is accessible from any engine, not just Databricks. Feedback is arriving as JSON files in an S3 landing page. Each file contains a batch of submissions. And here's the interesting part. The review data in each submission has a different structure. Some have text comments, some have subratings, some have device info. It's genuinely semi-structured. We create an Iceberg V3 table. Notice the variant column type. This is new in Iceberg V3, and it lets us store this heterogeneous data natively without flattening it into a rigid schema up front. Autoloader picks up the files and writes them to our Iceberg table. It handles the file discovery automatically. Now, the payoff. We can query into the variant column using dot notation. So review_data comments gives us the text comments. Sub_ratings.content_quality reaches into nested structures. So we can cast these to int and use them like any other column. We can look at review data tags, and this accesses array elements. Different records have different shapes, and that's fine. Variant handles it all natively. But look at this. Each record has a different combination of fields. Some have comments, some have subratings, some have device info. Variant stores all of it without forcing a common schema. Before we move on, I want to show you something. Look at these rows. Ratings of 7, 8, 9, and on a 1 to 5 scale. A legacy integration sent these in on a 1 to 10 scale. A data steward needs to fix this, but the pipeline has new feedback to load too. In a traditional system, you'd have to choose, fix the data first, then load the new batch, or vice versa. One blocks the other. Let's see what happens with Iceberg V3. I've kicked off both at the same time, 30 new rows being inserted, and a merge correcting the bad ratings on existing rows. Both succeeded, 180 rows total, our original 150 plus the new 30 ones, and 0 rows with ratings above 5. The correction and the insert ran concurrently, touching different rows with no lock contention. This is row-level concurrency in Iceberg V3. Writers don't block writers. Your data steward can run corrections while the pipeline is loading the next batch. So now let's create a materialized view that aggregates our feedback data, so average ratings, submission counts, and trends over time. This materialized view is powering an AI BI dashboard. So let me switch over to it. You can see the charts reflecting our current data. Okay, so let's ingest one more batch. We're going to refresh and now look at the dashboard. The numbers have updated automatically. The view reflects the latest data without any manual intervention. New data in, fresh insights out. Alright, so now here's where it gets interesting. What if your team has existing Spark workloads running outside Databricks? Maybe on EMR, on-prem, or just a local development environment. Can they access this same data? So I'm going to spin up a completely vanilla open source Spark session. No Databricks runtime, no proprietary libraries, just plain Apache Spark with the Iceberg runtime jar. The only thing I need is the Iceberg REST Catalog endpoint from our Databricks workspace. First, we're authenticating via OAuth 2 with a service principal. Unity Catalog validates the credentials and sets up the session. Then, we can see the enablement schema and all its tables, just like we would inside Databricks. Here's the same aggregation query our analysts run on Databricks. Same results, same data, running on vanilla open source Spark. And we can read individual rows too. What's happening under the hood is credential vending. Unity Catalog is issuing short-lived S3 credentials scoped to exactly the tables this session is allowed to see. So no S3 keys to manage, no storage credentials to configure on the client side. This is the interoperability promise of Iceberg on Databricks. Unity Catalog is the governance layer. The data lives in open source Iceberg format, and any engine that speaks the Iceberg REST Catalog protocol can access it. So to recap, we went from raw JSON files in S3 to a live analytics dashboard, powered by incremental materialized views with semi-structured data handled natively by Variant, concurrent reads and writes thanks to row-level concurrency, and cross-platform access from vanilla open source Spark via the Iceberg REST Catalog. No vendor lock-in, no data copying, just open formats governed by Unity Catalog. That's Iceberg V3 on Databricks.